I have received word through the Sons of Elrond and the Wandering Companies telling of your valor at Fornost. You are to be commended for your skill and daring.
There are so few rangers left here now. It may be dangerous for you to remain. What if the Black Riders were to return? Perhaps it would be best to retreat.
That would be the wise course if I thought they would return. But I am certain they did not come this far merely to slaughter a small band of Dunedain. No, I will remain here with the few we have left. We cannot hope to fight the enemy, but we still have eyes and ears to gather news of their movements.
Have you heard anything of Aragorn? He was urgently seeking a certain halfling when we parted at Bree.
All I know is that Aragorn is rumored to have left Bree in the company of 4 hobbits of the Shire. I can only assume one of them is the hobbit he was seeking, and that they are now bound for Rivendell. There is worse news, however. On the night before they departed, the Prancing Pony Inn came under attack by unknown assailants.
That is unsettling news. Perhaps he is in need of our help.
That was my thought as well. But if he is being pursued, Aragorn will take pains to cover his trail. Even a tracker as skilled as Aradan would be unlikely to find him.
What then should we do?
I advise you to make your way to Rivendell. Aragorn will be eager to hear news of Agendaur, and he may have other tasks for you to perform. For now, the enemy seems to have turned away from the Shire.
These Black Riders, the Nazgul, they have traveled far from Mordor. It seems strange they would make such a journey merely to attack the land of the Halflings. Do you have any idea why they have come?
I do know why they're here, but it is not for me to pass that knowledge on to others. Perhaps Aragorn or Elrond will tell you more when you reach Rivendell.
Yes, it will be good to be home once again. Yet it is a long journey from here to Imladris. We had best begin.
Perhaps there is something you can do for me on your way.
Gladly. You have but to name it.
I sent 2 of my rangers, Kalarin and Luin, on patrol along the Brandywine River. They should have returned long before now. I am growing concerned for them.
They are both seasoned rangers who have served many years in this region. We can be certain they have not simply lost their way.
From which direction would they be returning?
They were to follow the Brandywine north as far as the Great East Road, and from there to make their way back by passing through the Barrow Downs.
The downs are just north of our position here.
Then we'll make our way north by way of the Barrow Downs.
Perhaps we will discover some trace of them as we travel.
You have my thanks. Aradan has great skill as a tracker. If Luin and Kalarin made it as far as the Downs, he will likely pick up their trail. Farewell and safe travels to you all.
You're soon to be off again, are you? Well, I have a few things among our supplies that may help you on your way. Perhaps a few extra arrows for your quiver, and a few of Solana's healing drafts may come in very handy as well. Take a look.
Will you first share your thoughts about what happened here? The attack of the Black Riders?
Well, I've seen many things in my day. Evil in many forms. But I've never seen anything like we faced that day. So many lost. It's hard for an old man to see so many younger men slain. I wish I could... Well, there's nothing to be gained from wishing.
But there is something to be gained from action. We must have our revenge.
Revenge? That's all well and good. But those men will still be dead, won't they? Better that we do whatever we can to save others from their fate.
Yes, we must think of the living. Yet it is hard to see good men fallen and their killers unpunished.
Those men died trying to protect those who can't protect themselves. No one can ask for a better ending. But you still live. And there is a long and dangerous journey ahead of you. You must be prepared. Take a look at the stores I have on hand. Are you in need of...
Welcome back, Loremaster. I'll admit I didn't expect to see you here again. I thought perhaps you'd seek the safety of Rivendell, if anywhere can be said to be safe in these times. It's good to see you haven't left us.
I assure you that I have no intention of abandoning our cause. I remember well the ancient alliance between the elves and the Dunedain, and I will honor it till the end.
Yes, I know you will. You'll have to forgive me for doubting. Everything has seemed so grim and bleak since the Black Riders attacked. It's been easy to think the worst.
I discovered these relics amid Old Kingdom ruins. Could they not be used to make a weapon of quality?
These are relics of my ancestors, made in a time before the lore of Numenor dimmed. If I had the use of a good smithy, maybe I could make something of worth from these, but not here in the field. If you're bound for Rivendell, you'll find skilled smiths among Elrond's folk. Try taking these to one of them.
Are you hurt? You look well enough to me. If it's healing draughts you need, you can get them from Maradan. I have a dying man on my hands.
Perhaps I can help. What is wrong with him?
Wrong? I don't really know. His wound is minor, yet his life is slipping away. I fear he is suffering from the Black Breath.
What can you tell me of this Black Breath?
It is some power wielded by the Black Riders, the 9 Nazgul. Their victims are stricken senseless, and without aid, they soon die. I've already lost 3 men to this curse. Elrond is the only victim who yet lives.
Then let us provide that aid. What can we do?
I hardly know. Drawing an arrow, stitching a wound. These things I have done countless times. The Black Breath is something I know only from the old rhymes my teacher taught me.
There is often wisdom in old rhymes. Can you recall the words?
It was years ago. Let me think. I believe it ran something like this. When the Black Breath blows, and death's shadow grows, and all lights pass, come Athelas, life to the dying. That's all I can recall.
What is this Athelas the rhyme speaks of?
An herb, commonly known as kingsfoil. It has little medicinal use, though some find it comforting for headaches and other small complaints.
Perhaps there is more virtue in Athelas than you know. Have you any of this herb?
No, I have none. You'll have to forgive me for neglecting to lay up a supply. But you see, no one bothered to tell me that the 9 ring wraiths would rise up from ancient legends to trouble us here. If I had Athelas, don't you think I would have used it by now?
Does Athelas grow in these regions? I would be willing to go in search of it.
Perhaps you could find some at that. The plant is not native to Middle-earth. It was brought to these shores from lost Numenor, and planted in the lands where our ancestors used to dwell, including the Borrowdowns to the north.
How will I know Athelas should I come across it?
The plant has many long, smooth leaves, but you might best find it by its scent, a sweet, pungent fragrance. The Borrowdowns hold precious few such plants.
My road leads to the Borrowdowns. Should I find Athelas growing there, I will return with a supply.